Hello everyone, my name is Minkwarrior, and we're back playing What Remains of Edith Finch. Now, Lewis is, the last episode on Lewis, well, it's pretty much a common sight for normal workers like us. Maybe reflect on the things I wish I wanted to do, and the things that I'm doing right now. So yes, I'm working, We're working on our daily routine, making a living every day. At the same time, your just mind wanders elsewhere. That's completely relatable. Maybe that's why I'm doing this. Even though I know I should be resting, because I'm recording this on Sunday, and Monday is back to work, and there's no time to do any of that because it's not enough to work for 8 hours. Sometimes you gotta push further to like 12 hours a day, and you get home and you're late and you're tired, and I kind of feel a lot like Lewis, but you know, not to that point. To be a conqueror, we all want that, don't we? I had a friend who said that himself, that, man, I wish I could conquer the world, and everyone can conquer their own world in their mind, their imagination. Everyone wants to be a lottery winner, everyone wants to be the king of the world. That's not old dreams, but times we're bound by our realities. Probably give me a few more minutes to talk about things. Like, I kind of wanted to create a vlog separate from gaming. The things I want to do, things I wish would happen, things that haven't been revealed yet because probably I'm not ready for it. I don't want to speak riddles, but kind of just want to be free from the routine and do the things I love. But enough talk. Sorry about that. Let's keep going. This is Lewis's room, and his cannery was an amazing. It was an amazing adventure. Okay, well, let's check the others out.
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
Indian? But did he look like an Indian? Well, okay, so. Alright, this is a hookah. Let's keep pushing. I think we still have Edith, I think. No, I think Edie. So look, there's also Sanjay. That's it, I guess. But let's keep going. And let's see what else will be.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
Grandma Edie.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed.
Missing posters for is this again? Milton Finch. This is the poster we saw in episode 1. There was this is like peanut styrofoams.
But I understand why we left.
Well, we're about to find out why. Edith. I don't understand yet, so. But this is way high. Oh, after Lewis died, Mom asked them to pack, so they were still living in this place, so.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
like in a hurry. It's a prayer. Going up.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Okay. I'd like to know, thank you. Edith. Okay, tell me, please. That's her room.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
Sealed it.
Or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the band came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly.
Dawn Finch.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
And that's the conclusion of what remained of the Finches. Good story. It was well put together. I mean, you could also reflect on this based on your own family, but of course without minus the curses. But the house itself was very impressive. It's kind of sad what happened to Edith. Somehow, when upon giving birth of his child, probably didn't make it. Or maybe she did. No, I don't. The story says that she wasn't able to tell the story, and the kid found the journal. Henceforth, the house. Property of the house? uh, the trophies keep coming in. I'm not even sure what the trophies are, but for me, it's what more reflects on me is Lewis Finch. I never really got to know my own family history. I think I already mentioned that. I mean, Gregory is so sad. Oh, this one's Barbara. You know, the most important thing about families are the pictures that are hang on the walls, and because it makes you realize that at that moment, that photo was taken, that actually happened. A moment that would last a lifetime. And now I see that pictures posted in every minute, every second, and every day. And it feels like the quality of the moment just disappeared. Every day is a new picture of food and what others. I mean, I'm kind of happy that we live in a digital age where roll of films were now extinct. But we survived. We lived through that, and and VHS tapes. Trick or treat, smell my feet. Scarred for life too. I didn't think I got Edie's picture. The end. I don't think I got Edith. Oh, okay. There, Edie. I forgot Edie and Dawn. Aww. Oh man, I missed a couple. Dawn and Edie. I feel bad. The most important person, Edie. How could I miss that? And that concludes, I believe, for What Remains of Edith Finch. I'm actually sad that she passed away, and it's a beautiful story. I mean, those who actually don't play games can actually play this. It's quite simple, you know, R1 for the interact button, use the motion controller thumb to navigate, but the story itself, your own family, your own history. And that's it. That was a short game, but a fun one nonetheless. I might go back to a couple of them that like Edie and Dawn, so I might search for them. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next game. This is Minkwarrior, and I'm out of here.